welcome to A Comic Book Look, brought to you by the 501st Legion.
I'm John DeWall.
I'm Adam Smart.
And we do Meth Wolf Presents.
As well as Big Black Boots.
Welcome to A Comic Book Look.
Welcome to the Comic Book Look.
Welcome to the Comic Book Look. I'm Captain America.
I'm Zombie John Hoban. I am the writer and artist of Apocalypse City, and you are watching A Comic Book Look.
Now introducing the hosts of A Comic Book Look, John Runyon and Tom Levi.
Welcome to A Comic Book Look, your weekly comic book show. Anything about the comic industry, you want it, you got it. Damn, all these people got it. We're at least 4,000 plus people deep. We are live up here, SpringCon in the cities right now. Ghost riding the whip right behind us, aka the Ghostbuster Mobile.
The Ghostbuster Mobile right behind us, just dominating.
Awesome.
Already met cool creators, Ryan Kelly, Bill Willingham, Gene Ha, Peter Gross. It's been an awesome time already. It's only the first day, Saturday.
Yeah, we got some autographs. It's gonna be good stuff. We'll roll the pictures. It's gonna be awesome.
I also got a picture of Luke and Leia tongue kissing. It goes perfect with my fanzine. I have it all. But yeah, thank you guys for watching again. We're gonna have a sick show about the convention.
This is a
Boston story. Wow.
I don't know if you know about Frank Miller's Horrible Terror book.
Yeah.
This is my loving tribute to it, where instead of beating up jihadists, a right-wing pundit beats up Occupy movement people. Because I figure Frank Miller wants to make that book, he just doesn't have the time.
Oh, is that it?
I'm helping him out.
I'm Mr. Willingham. Hi. My name's Tom. So, sign that one. Yeah, I love Fables. I jumped on volume issue 6 of it. Didn't take me very long to catch up with the rest. So now I'm sad when Jack Fables left, and then, you know, doing the Ferris. I can't wait to see more of it. Do you good? Well, I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We're Midwest original, and so you know, when I started buying Lucifer, the guy at my shop's like, "Oh, have you read Empire Lanes?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh, you like heroes?" And so I got that. It was my maiden. It's really cool to meet you. This is my first convention, and it's close to Sioux Falls. So John, another successful day in our comic book look life. We gotta just take a little break from the comic book convention at SpringCon to break down, look at all the cool merch we got, and drink a burr too. I mean, we can't get too far without another premium in our bellies. But hell yeah, man! John picked up some pretty rad shit, man. What's kind of like your What do you feel about the con so far?
I like it so far. It's just, being our first, it's just like, wow, like I walked in and I was like, sensory overload, and it was really cool. I really like the creators. I got 5 books signed, which I should bring those out too. So that was super cool. I'm going to go through those really quick because we don't have our weekly stacks with us. And so I got New Mutants, and I did issue 22 because I liked it. And so I had Mr. Kurt sign it, Steve Kurt, and
super sick.
Super sick. So I totally dig it. Very friendly guy. You know, he talked to us for a couple of minutes afterwards. Had a bit of a line, you know, but we always have time for a comic book look.
Exactly. He totally did. He was cool. I got a New Mutant signed from it too, number 24. He did the whole Age of X run, and so that's kind of this really kind of cool little, could be a little in-case story that doesn't affect the rest of continuity. I mean, it does a little bit, but it's just kind of this cool, mind-warping, alternate reality story. And he did all the art for it. We got to meet him. It was really cool. Got us signed a couple of our books, and you know, I love New Mutants, and so does John. But yeah.
Up next on deck, Justice League number 7, Mr. Gene Ha. Awesome guy. Awesome guy. I got a picture. I'll put that up for you. Just very friendly. He was doing free sketches for kids. Super awesome. You know. Yeah, that was fun. I watched him do a dinosaur for a girl, so that was really fun. You know, what do you want to draw? Dinosaur. Okay. All right. Mr. Bill Willingham. Fables, Ferris number 1 I got signed. That was fun. Tom had a better experience than I did.
Bill Willingham was awesome to me. I was so excited to talk to him. It was just cool.
He wasn't very talkative to me, but I think he didn't have his coffee. It's all inside. Justice League International number 1. I got to visit with Dan Jurgens. This guy was awesome.
Yeah, he is awesome. I mean, he's a staple of the comic book industry. He's been around forever. And he was doing a bunch of sketches and signing stuff.
So
I didn't
nice.
bring anything to sign, but I'm glad you did.
So
you know,
nice.
So cool.
Yeah, so I'm really glad that I got that signed. And you know, as a series, unfortunately, I mean, I did fall off of it. You know, I liked it for what it was.
I don't think Dan Jurgens isn't even writing it anymore. So
but I just it was cool. You know, it's fun. Last but not least, this is a series I actually believe I got from Mr. Tom, Venom Dark Origin, and I did issue 1. And I got it signed by Mr. Angel Medina, so that's awesome. And I had my silver Sharpie, so I was prepared for the dark covers. The Venom print, signed, and another Venom print. And we'll put pictures of these up too for you, signed. I really like this Batman one. I thought that was sharp.
Yeah, you gotta represent DC too. I like that.
Yeah. And then the final one, they actually had this in a different setting, but same Spider-Man, but no Venom Spider. And then I looked over, and there's one with the Venom Spider on it. I'm like, that's a no-brainer. I'll do the Venom Spider for sure.
So evil.
So, yeah, I totally. That was
you raked it in, no doubt about it.
That was my favorite. So, be a little, you know, some more decor for the nerd room, and might start going into the hallway a little bit, you know.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a great day.
Yeah, dude, I got a bunch of cool stuff too, a bunch of cool indie creators to talk to. You know, it was just a great time, great experience so far, so I can't wait. I mean, it's still day 1, that's still going on right now. We just had to take a break, a beer break. We're going to go back and, you know, hit it up some more.
Comic-Con up here in the city is a very special guest, this fine damsel behind me. But we have Mr. Aaron joining us here, one of our loyalist viewers ever. So Aaron's going to tell you a little bit about himself. Get familiar.
Hi, Aaron. You know me as Comic Book Dude. I live here in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hell yeah.
And I go to these conventions all the time. And I'm graduating.
Oh, what week?
Yep.
All right, congratulations, man. Well, sweet, this is like your send-off, you know, your send-off con. like some massive stacks of comics, or what? The fattest stacks, as our former watcher Marshall.
We call this getting academic here in a comic book look. And
Nice,
this is an
man.
A+ student right here.
So what are, out of everything you got, what's like some of the best things you got? What are your awesome grabs for the show? Oh, there it is.
That's a good cause right there.
It was Dark Avengers, if you guys didn't see it. John's favorite. Look at that, he's taking John's advice, getting the Dark Avengers. Oh yeah, man.
What else you got?
I got one of the season 1.
Nice. I've heard a lot of those are good. You know, it's a jumping on point. The season 1 is like for people who, you know, want to get into X-Men and probably haven't read before. I mean, obviously, comic book dude knows who the X-Men are. But so this is your only day you're coming just today, right? Yeah. Nice. Yep. Oh, look, it's Mr. Important. I got stuff to do. Okay, yeah, you're graduating week. I suppose you better get some stuff done. But thanks for appearing on our show, man. Hell yeah, man. We did a bunch. We did it all. Saw all the creators. Got us all the comics. You guys saw some of it earlier. But we'll have a bunch of more little segments for what's tomorrow. And we got a little present for Comic Book Dude.
He's going to represent us, take us with him to school, keep the comics.
Keep it comics. What do you think? You like that shirt or what?
I love it.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, man. Well, you've been a viewer of ours since our first show. So you know, thanks for sticking with us for almost a year now, man. Oh yeah. Well, anyway, we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Keep it comics.
Yeah. Nice.
My name is Joseph Morris, and my company is called Torque Press, and welcome to Comic Book Look.
Hi, my name is Peter Allen, and welcome to the Comic Book Look.
Welcome to the Comic Book Look.
Comic-Con, Minneapolis Spring Con, Day 2. We're having a great time. Already met a whole bunch more creators, bought some more indie titles, colliders. You'll get to hear from some of those creators, but just having a great time all around. Love the environment. So many people loving comics. How about you, John? Day 2.
Yeah, definitely. Met some new people. We're networking, getting some sweet topics and around for you to tune into. So we're staying plugged into the comic community. That's what we're about here at Comic Book Look with our gear.
Yeah, ran into Angel Medina and Jihad in the elevator last night. That was pretty cool. But all around, just such a fun time. Great time in the Twin Cities as well. Meeting a lot of cool people, a lot of cool creators, a lot of cool books that I've never heard of, and I wouldn't have heard of them unless you go to a thing like this. So you know that is why we go, and that's why we want to expand your guys' knowledge of these comics, and we'll be talking about more of them later for sure. But you know, thanks again for watching, guys.
Hi, we're the Ghostbusters, and welcome to Comic Book Look.
I'm the Cheesecake Girl, and welcome to a Comic Book Look.
Well, Day 2 was a huge success. We had a blast, star-studded event. My goodness, I can't even tell you all the special guests that we have. Networking that we did, it's great, and you meet so many cool people, and that's what Comic-Con is, that's what comic book community is all about. That's what Comic Book Look is all about, that's for sure. We made you proud.
Yeah, we totally did, and it was super fun meeting everybody. I think a lot of people heard about the show and were interested, and I can't wait to get more viewers. So if you're watching this from SpringCon, you know, hit us up with a comment, tell us what you thought of the show, and keep watching, I hope.
Definitely. And as always, you know, drop us a line at comicbooklook@gmail.com, show ideas. We're just overflowed with them, and we love it. Excited about things coming up. Totally. You think the t-shirts are cool this way. Like, we got so many cool people, you know, we're looking forward to talking to, and so.
Exactly, yeah, and maybe we could have like a contest coming up where we give away a t-shirt to one lucky fan.
Exactly.
But anyway, hey, thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you later.
Excellent. Keep it comics.
I'm Jim Clark from the Comic Book Colliders.
And I'm CJ Renner. Welcome to Comic Book Look.
Welcome to Comic Book Look. Hey, welcome to a Comic Book Look.
Welcome to a Comic Book Look.
Yes.
We got our Spring Con issue is in the house. My name is Tom. This is John. We're coming from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This is your weekly TV show on comic books, anything relating to comics, and we're back again, guys. We had a great, you saw the teaser last week. We were at Spring Con, Minneapolis' comic convention, and we had a great time, talked to a lot of creators, and had a fun time exploring every avenue that we could. And it was all around a blast, and so we're going to come at you with some of the stuff that we got, show a bunch of clips from them, a lot of clips from the cool people we met and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, did you have a blast or what, John?
Dude, it was awesome. First con ever, and as soon as I walked in, it's just like nerd overload. There's so much awesomeness.
Totally.
Like, my friend Sarah was, with me, and she was like, okay. And I'm like, dude, you have no idea how awesome this is. Like, I was just taking it all in, and I was beyond excited, I'm sure you guys were when you first walked in, too. Like,
totally.
It's just fun. You just walk in, you're like, 50 million things to do. Scannies.
So sick. Unplug that, Skyler. It was unbelievably awesome. I mean, non-stop, just people, comic, lovers everywhere.
Exactly.
I mean, that's why it's so fun, is, we get it on Rainbow on Wednesdays when we go, and we love going, and it's fun to see people, but still, you just, that amount of people.
And you have a whole weekend of it. That's what the cool part was, just getting to do that. Okay, we're going to be back tomorrow, or in Beer Break's case, later today. Yeah, it was fun. It
was a great time. Comic Book Dude on the website, as you guys know, he was on. We met him there, and he got to be on the show for a little bit, so you'll get to see some of his. We talked to him about all the stuff he got, so that'll be coming up, and that's pretty awesome.
Stuff that he got.
Yeah, a backpack full.
Wow.
But it was also just cool to meet him in person, and thank you, Comic Book Dude, for coming on, obviously. And I got a huge stack, so let's start roaring through this. This is kind of like the stuff that I got. Not some of the stuff I brought with, but I got this New York 4. Ryan Kelly was there, and so I got him to sign this, and he drew a little, little sketch for me on the inside and signed it, so that was pretty cool, and I got to talk to him for a little bit. He was sketching some other stuff there, so it was kind of fun to actually see him sketch, and then I bought his book that's just all his, which is Funrama, and it's about these mutant punks, and they are
amazing.
It's hilarious. They are true punks, and they don't give a shit, and so that's fun in that way. But it's it's funny. You can totally see who Ryan Kelly is more in his political views and how he feels about people and different things in society, and it's really fun to look at that, because I think that he's putting himself into this book so much as drawing it and writing it and coming up with this awesome idea of the mutant punks in Funrama. So yeah, that was really cool to talk to Ryan too. So what did you think of that craziness?
I thought it was hilarious. Just that's my kind of book right there.
Yeah, totally. And
that's cheesing out a little bit.
Exactly. In this issue, the mutant punks get together and they want to take over the world or shut down the world, because they're punks. They just want to shut shit down. And in order to do that, they feel to shut down the whole of America, they need to take down the Mall of America. And it's just hilarity ensues. So yeah, definitely check it out if you get a chance. Ryan Kelly, really cool guy, and signed my books. He's currently doing Saucer Country. So I'm sure you guys have heard of this, heard me talking about the only good book that came out of the newest run of the new Vertigos. So definitely got him to sign this for me as well, and so that was pretty darn cool. You want to talk about these books here, John? You looked at both of these, kind of say what's up.
Totally. Right on. Well, this one I like, and this one is, and I guess it doesn't really have a title because it's actually 3 stories in one.
Yeah.
But basically, John DeWall, if I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah, I don't know. We just met him for the first time. These are some straight indie creators on the sidelines, you know, in the guerrilla trenches slinging their books.
All in all, I really like this book, but I really like the third story, The Journey of the Chick Tanks. I gave a little shout out on Twitter already, because I like the page where it's the two huge cobras and then the chick tank, which is a chick with a tank gun on treads, and then the poor tank gets stabbed through the heart with a spear of some sort, and it made me really sad. So you made me connect to this ridiculous mechanism that resembles an Easter chick, and it was pretty amazing. So all in all, I mean, I really got a kick out of that. It's so dark, but it's fun.
Oh yeah, it's all just really twisted.
Neat.
Yeah, it's twisted
like
indie,
that.
very indie comics, and super twisted. Meth Wolf, a hilarious guy who smokes meth and tries to sell things. Everything he sells is for $10 because that's the next price of his next rock or his next little tin sack, and it's hilarious seeing a wolf smoke meth and try to slang things for $10.
So all in all, I mean, I definitely would like to see it more. From Mr. John, and I personally did get a kick out of it, though. The chick tank.
Totally, I got a kick out of it, too. My favorite one out here was this one was a crazy, depressing story of Calvin Hobbes 20 years later, where they're just, his life is not good, he still has an imaginary friend, Hobbes is still present in his life, and it doesn't go for him so well. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, some of these, I mean, these are just like kind of quick, twisted stories that are odd and unique, and just kind of like we would have never seen this if we didn't go to the convention. So that's why it kind of makes it cool. We talked with the creators a little bit, and check them out. I'll put the links below in the comics. But definitely Adam Swords and John DeWall. So it was awesome for sure. Next we got some Iowa guys. You saw their interview in the teaser. If not, go check it out. But they do Next to Us, and it's this online book that they have that's been going on for a long time now. And go check it out. They have some trades out, and it was just this cool story that is like sci-fi based. There's crazy things going on, fantasy based, but what it really comes down to is all these characters are their own characters and how they're interacting with each other. So it's like a super great character development, and the writing is super solid. It was fun. It was quick. So I definitely check out their website because you can read it all online for free.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Definitely. I mean, did you flip through this, John?
Yeah. No, I did actually have a chance to read that, and I just got a kick out of the end, like, oh, now you're under arrest because you have guns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so.
After they go through all that, but I mean, it was it was just fine. It was fun to read a story from some guys in Iowa that are trying to make a name for themselves. So if you get a chance, check them out for sure. You'll see the link below. One of the best ones I should say the best pickup that I got was this Arsenic Lullaby 10-year omnibus. I got that on sale from the guy who writes it, who is absolutely just a great guy and funny as it is. I bought this little teaser for his next book that is coming out, and he did a little sketch on the back, so that's pretty cool. But these are like mostly just like one-page comic strips that are twisted, demented, but still done really cartoony and childish, that it just seems like that's odd that it's doing that. So just definitely keep an eye on it. Arsenic Lullaby, check it out if you ever get a chance. I mean, it is funny. There's ones that are drop on the floor laughing, hilarious. I don't know, did you read any of these?
I did not have a chance to get to that one.
It's really cool, and it was cool because he was doing these $5. Little books. There's only 100 of them that he printed out just for the Spring Con, and he did a sketch on the back of every single one. It's not the same sketch either, because me and Skyler, we each bought one, and he did a different sketch for him. And for Skyler's, he did this sick zombie baby fetus. And it was pretty fucking awesome. So definitely check it out. Arsenic Lullaby. Very, very cool. another one of the some people that we talked to were the creators of the Colliders. I'm sure Skyler will throw in, you know, you'll get to see them sometime during the video. They had the book called Colliders. They introduced themselves, but it's this book that is really odd how it takes place. Each issue is only connected kind of by this coin. Other than that, there's just a lot of high-level assassinations and secrets going on with this Colliders, which is a like neutron collider. You know, those big, or what I think I'm probably saying that wrong, but you know, the big colliders that for science, and they end up, you know, making this one thing that everybody's after, and it's really kind of a fun, high mind story. Sometimes the art lost me a little bit along the way, but you know, was able to all the way come around, and we didn't get the last issue, but so we'll have to try to read that sometime. But definitely worth a shot, at least checking it out, and just fun also because they were so cool. They kept on giving us shit for comic book look T-shirts, and try to get Skyler to get into Star Trek debate. So it was just fun to have them, you know, have them there, and to meet them, and then be cool and have a cool comic. And so if you get a chance, definitely check Colliders out.
Definitely. The one thing I noticed in issue 2 of this was, I believe that, yeah, just kind of the play. The one thing that I've always been kind of a fan of is when it is a black and white book, and then they bring color in, and then just how they do it, like it's in one part of the panel when it's in front of the blue picture or square on the wall, yeah, totally, but not in the other part. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, they it's only like 1 or 2 colors that they're using, right, but it really throws the whole story.
It's not even just that, but it's just that one area of the universe, if you will. I'm so used to the big 2. That's how I think of things. Horrible. Thank you for doing this. You'll convert me one of these days. But yeah, it's just I actually, that moment actually really stood out to me. Was kind of just the usage of that. Yeah.
So yeah, check it out, the Colliders. Other than that, I mean,
what'd you get signed? I see signed things.
Yes, this is Bill Willingham. He signed Ferris #1. Even though I wasn't like the hugest fan of Ferris, I was the hugest fan of Fables. You know, you guys know that, obviously. But I didn't bring any of my Fables comics, but I had this Ferris along, so I got him to sign it, and he even got me to have, I think that's Rose Red, to say it to Tom, which makes it even nicer. And then I just I picked up like a Ghost Project out of the 20-cent bin, which I saw it before, but I wanted to check it out. Oni Press. It was $4 coming out, so that's why I didn't get it. So, you know, got the whole run for $1. Painkiller Jane, also in the 20-cent bin. I read Lock and Key in you know, trade format, but they did have this one in the 20-cent bin, and it was just like a cool cover, has a different texture and stuff, and you know, so I checked it out, and it's just fun to have this art again. Ghost Project. And then I got Box Office Poison, you know, Alex Robinson. I've heard about it forever. I've never read it. I've heard from a lot of people that it's really, really good, and it was there at Half Price Books for $8, and so I figured I'm never going to get it cheaper than that. Might as well pick it up. So yeah, definitely a good grab, and I can't wait to crack into a damn phone book size book.
You're gonna be working on that for a minute.
Oh yeah, talk about your Gods of Asgard.
Dude, totally. All right, so I did have a chance actually to, you know, someone who knows someone and so forth. Well, I had my pastor actually blew me up on Facebook, seeing all this comic hoo-ha all over my page, you know, because, you know, I don't advertise the show at all, but no, my page was just covered with it. So I got a kind of a Facebook message, and he was just explaining that his nephew is actually up. First of all, that his nephew had a book. I should check it out. I'm like, no problem. And he's like, yeah, he's up in the cities working at a table selling it and signing his book. And I'm like, no way, you know. So we found him the next day. Eric Evenson is the man with the plan, Gods of Asgard. I actually haven't had a chance to read the book yet. I just got started on it last night. And what I did do, though, is read. He opens the book up with just a prelude letter kind of a thing. Did a ton of research. Obviously, he's Norwegian with the last name from out in New Hampshire. But, you know, he's done like a ton of research on it. He's kind of taken into consideration how to culminate it into a story that's entertaining, but also stays true as best he can to the, you know, the roots of it. So I really appreciate just the amount of research that he's put into it. I'm excited to read it. So we'll do a more in-depth interview, and hopefully we'll get him on Skype. So Eric, if you're watching this, you should be on Skype.
Yeah, and I want to crack into it.
Totally.
I flipped through
and
the
it's
art.
Great presentation.
Yeah, the art
very
looks
great presentation.
Sometimes with an indie book, you know, the art's maybe not going to be as 100% done. You may be able to see the lines of the markers, or the different inks are sloppier, or, you know, different things like that. Where, you know, this just looks like your most standard, you know, comic book art, and it's very clean and very good. So I can't wait to read that. And I'm not saying that it's bad in the indie side. It's just, you know, it is different. It can show a whole different mood. Where this one is definitely a comic book mood. I can't wait to kind of crack into that and see what it's about.
Definitely.
Word up, guys. I mean, Spring Con, we had a blast. It was so much fun. You know, check out all the different things. Check out the links in the comments. I'm going to so you can check out all the different places. And if you get a chance, go to your comic book conventions. Tell us what some of your favorite comic book conventions, moments, and fun things are, and we'll get you sent off with I'm sure some cool stuff that we got to see when we were in the Twin Cities this weekend. And so, you know, thanks again for watching, man.
Absolutely. All right. And the other thing too, just before I remember the outro this time, is definitely just be sure to check us out on Twitter. We're starting to really kick that off. It's really interactive on there, you know, getting familiar with your creators, your indie creators, and so forth. So it's a good way to get connected. If you guys do go to cons in your area and you have someone that's like, man, Comic Book Look and them should really like patch up, let us know.
Totally.
We'll definitely reach out to that. We're all about that. So anyways, yep, it's at A Comic Book Look, all one word. You can look up at Tom Stu Divine or at John on Demand. Anyone, we're all linked together, so you'll find us, you'll see us. Yep. So definitely.
You know what? Thanks for watching again, guys.
Excellent. And I suppose we should at Keep It Comic. No, # Keep It Comics. Yes.
My name is Tom Honka, and these are my friends Kyle, Andre, and Maddie. We're here from Des Moines, Iowa, from 515comics.com. We've got a series of different comics on there, but today we're here promoting our comic Nextus, which is a sci-fi adventure comic. Recently put out our first graphic novel. It's the first 5 chapters of the comic online. There's about 11 chapters online right now. We're also selling an exclusive, just print-only book. And yeah, so be sure to check it out, and thanks for watching Comic Book Look.
Go ahead.
Hi, this is Zombie John Hoban. This is my comic Apocalypse City, and I need to do it over because it's...
Whenever you're ready. Yeah, just tell me your name and the title of your book, and then say welcome to A Comic Book Look.
Welcome to the Comic Book Look.
Yep.